I look like some kind of dinosaur. Um, I want to talk about how I believe that ignorance is sin. Um, this is kind of a strange concept, maybe. People say ignorance is bliss. I think when they say that, they are suggesting that it is a joyous thing to not know the truth about something. I don't identify with that statement because I don't feel good not knowing things. I'm always on a quest for more knowledge. Um, like in my head and heart and memory, I have a lot of knowledge. Knowledge. Maybe I should just say like a lot of ideas. And I'm very corruptible because I have all of these different ideas, some of which are clearly not true, some of which are definitely not true because I know for a fact that certain ideas conflict, or I should say, contradict other ideas. So there is some truth that I am aware of, but sometimes it's very difficult for me to know what is the truth and what is not. And I believe that is because of my own doubts. So let me start this by saying that, interestingly enough, truth is something that you ingest into your being, into your essence, what you could call your soul, emotionally. That that's not going to work for a lot of people. Um, People would like to think that your mind and your rationality and your logic is what is going to allow you to discern what is the truth. But I am suggesting that it is your emotional dynamo. There is something central to every human being. And I got to be careful because some of this I don't fully understand. But the basic idea of um, truth being ingested emotionally is true and important. Basically, what that suggests is that if you have a desire in one direction, um, that is, you know, against truth, then it will be difficult or impossible for you to um, accept what is the real truth. So, if you are abused by a parent, let's say you were sexually abused by a parent, you may grow up believing that every adult wants to sexually abuse their child. That isn't the truth, but you can have, many, many examples. And at some point, you may have enough examples to where you may be able to shift, but that would be yourself wanting to wake up, wanting to see the truth. That would be yourself choosing to foil your desire for ignorance, basically, up until that point. If you were sexually abused as a child, you may develop hate in your heart, and that hate may guide you to believe that all adults are abusers. Like I myself, I believe that a lot of good things that people do really have bad motivation. So someone comes up to me and says, "Hey Theo," and gives me a smile and says, "How are you doing?" Um, a lot of times I don't trust that, and it's a problem when they're actually being forthright and honest with me. So if they actually are, like if they actually like to see me and they actually want to know how I'm doing, and I distrust that, then I am basically being sinful at that point. I am not able to see the truth of their loving intention because of my blocks. I hope that makes sense. I think that should make sense. Like it is a sin to some degree to be inherently distrustful. Like I'm very distrustful towards God. I believe that God could very well be like the Wizard of Oz. Like so in my current belief system, human beings can reach a stage where they are beyond perfect, in a perpetual perfection. Human beings can become perpetually more perfect. So we can reach a certain level of perfection, and we can continue to grow even beyond that point. And that is a very cool idea to me. But I currently believe that it's possible that even the man who gave that information to me could be unaware of the fact that God is actually a wizard behind a curtain, and he's laughing maniacally. And he is so happy that he's duped all of these slavish creatures that he has created, and now he can sleep easy at night because he has people who will follow him and maybe do his bidding. And I mean, it gets pretty awful. And I'm sure if God was truly a loving being to God's core, I mean, God would have to be. If God created love and if God is love, it's hard for me to like make that work. Like we do exist in God's universe. So, our creation, we had no control in our own creation. And I realized like even that, like, I don't know if you can sense it, but that thinking process, it's the starting point down the path. It's like your first step down the path of having a conniving nature and being conceited. Just that thought. I mean, like there are people that have that thought and dismiss it. I don't dismiss that. I take that thought and I run with it. I walk trepidly. Maybe I don't run. But just to think like, I don't have any control over this creation. I was just put here. Somebody just put me here on this earth. No tools, no rule book, no life manual. Where's the help? And I discussed this in one of my last videos where I talked about my biggest problem with the divine truth, which is basically my belief system. Like it is the belief system that I have adopted. And I call it a belief system knowing that it could very well be the truth, and believing also that I already know many facets of the divine truth to be the truth. So it's already a truth to me, but I am acting in opposition to the truth in my soul, to the truth that I know. So I've talked about that too many times, and I don't want to repeat myself. But the point of all this is to say that, I have been duped. I have been taken advantage of. I've been manipulated. And I'm not, at least I don't think, I'm trying to play the victim card or trying to be a victim. I mean, to some degree, I probably am, because I have held on to these feelings for so long without, giving their proper time and to feel them, and to feel how terrible it feels to be taken advantage of, and to feel the actual injustice of all of it. And that's on me. No one else, no one has a knife to my back or a gun to my head. I don't even know what I'm saying. What am I saying? I just lost it. I'm sorry. But anyway, it's not my, the fact that I am still a victim, the fact that I haven't felt through these things is my own problem. But it's because of those feelings that I have developed belief systems that are out of harmony with the truth, you could say. I am choosing to be ignorant because I have this hurt, I have this trauma that I've gone through, which I am not fully feeling through or phasing out. I think anyone can understand that. If you hold on to pain, then your pain will instruct your actions for the rest of your life until you choose to let go of it. So pain essentially guides you towards ignorance. Pain, you hold on to, it's very simple. You hold on to pain and you begin to accept ideas that legitimize your pain. In fact, you need to look for ideas that will tell you it's okay to hold on to this pain. And really, if you want to hold on to your pain, you're just saying, I don't want to live up to my potential. I want to keep on hurting people because people are bad, because people hurt me. So it's okay to hurt other people. That's really what you're saying, which is the, very sad thing about the victim. The victim wants to continue to hurt themselves and others. I don't know the degree to which a victim will hurt people, but the fact that if you live in pain, you're not going to be your full self for your soulmate. You're not going to be your full self for the world. You're not going to tap into your full potential and tap into all of your passion because you want to hold on to this pain. So, you're not giving the world everything that you can give. That's pretty sad. I think I'm going to run out of time with this video, but my main point is, and I don't know if I've gotten to it, but my main point is ignorance is a choice. Ignorance is a path you put yourself on, and ignorance is a sin because it is missing the mark. And ignorance has an emotional root, as well as accepting truth is an emotional process. Thank you for watching. I'm honored.